I will show you how Nokia and Navteq are applying it to theirs right now. So a business model, and this could be an aha moment for some of you who never knew the difference, and that's okay. A business model is why you make the money. Understanding why you make the money allows you to create this how you make the money diagram from Google. So this is the Google searcher, that's you. This is how Google makes $24 billion in sales a year, okay? Without charging you a dime. Why shouldn't Virgin Airlines offer free airfare, free travel to Europe by the same principles of tertiary beneficiaries? So giving you value, but debiting somebody else. AdWords, AdSense, Google Mail, Google Earth were created by Google people in their spare, the 30% time in which they dedicate themselves to passion projects. Nobody had a directive from somebody, you have to develop AdWords. So take this diagram and apply it to your business and see how much you can keep and how much you need to change. So to leave you with this line that one of the takeaways of today, technology cannot be monetized, only behavior can. It's your desire for coffee that created slavery, okay? And don't be modest. It's yummy. It's not food. So the App Store, I'll go there in a second, the desire thing. So how to transform a crowd into an audience? I'll give you the first example of how you transform a crowd into an audience. Let me see, 1 second, I got it. Watch this. Okay. Transference, huh? Actually, it's simple. I have a thing here, and I have a thing here. So I'm not just walking in and go, boom. No, I'm explaining things. I'm doing something that magicians should never tell. You take this, and you put it in your ear like this, and timing is everything. And then you can do this. Is this magic? It is magic. Somebody walked into a boardroom and said, I have this great idea. I'm going to do fake thumbs. And I'm going to put a battery in each and an LED light, and people are going to love it. And we're going to sell it all over the world. Well, do you think this will sell for a long time? Of course it will. Just like the Dreamcatcher, who is the immortal product that will outlast all of you and all the companies on the planet by doing something nobody knows if it works. So, but what it does, it holds the promise that it will. So you don't know. So how to transform an audience, a crowd into an audience? Magic. And an audience into a partner. It's also magic. It's give them tools to transform themselves. So essentially, you know that Apple today sells 4,000 applications a minute. In May, there were 2,000 a minute. This is during 1 minute. Downloading, sorry, not selling. This is a methodology developed by a colleague of mine in Finland. It's called FLIRT. It means focus, language, incentives, rules, and tools. And I'll give you a very quick and brief description of how this works. Essentially, you have a market space, which is this one, and you have people in this market space which like you. People like Apple more than they like other companies. What these people need now is a strategic focus. Give me focus. App development, excellent. What this needs after that is language. How do I address these people? What is the thing that I will allow? How do they talk to each other? What manuals? Language meaning everything language means. And that creates a need for incentives. The incentive at the App Store is very simple. 70% kept by the developer, 30% kept by Apple. Then you have tactical rules, what's allowable, what's not allowable, and then you have technical tools, which are superb. They're complicated for people who don't know Objective-C, but with enough time and patience, you can learn it. Then you have a system in place in which people are now networked. But what we need to understand in all social media, because a lot of people want to learn from social media strategies that might not be applicable to their business, Obama being an example. That strategy had a unique moment. The community precedes the network. It was the same case with Obama as well. The community of people that embraced the message of hope, change, and action existed. The community of people that want to participate exists. They need to be networked. What the Apple Store does, the App Store does, it networks them with participatory, empowering technologies. So this applies, it's applicable to many other examples I could give you, but we don't have the time. You need to look at two things. What is the scale of the collaboration and what is the depth of customer control? So people that have developed apps for any of the platforms right now, Symbian, BlackBerry and so on, know that there is a certain depth of control, certain things you cannot do and are not allowed. But this is a decision made by Apple. So the challenge is not how to fit innovation to business, which is where most businesses fail, but in how to fit business to innovation, which means how to build a business. What does Google say about this? We are in the business of innovation. Last week, this was Marissa Mayer last week. Read the note from our lawyers at the beginning of any financial reporting from Google, and you will see that the major risk in their business is innovation. And I find that spectacular that they acknowledge it. So innovation is the constant for a lot of corporations that understand where we are right now, and business is the variable. This is something that turns business school professors upside down. And I teach in one of them, but I call my course, it's not frameworks, it's ambiguity. So I will spend 5 minutes on this idea of constant and variable, and I'll start with the facts I just showed. 2 billion videos watched per month. So Goethe says the manifestation of the phenomenon is its own theory. So this is the theory of gravity. Now, I can ask you to react to what you just saw, which is the phenomenon, or to wait until somebody writes a theory. Which path would you want? The problem with the theory is that if you read the theory of gravity, it doesn't really make as much sense as this. So I don't want to know why people watch YouTube. I just need to tell my clients what they need to do right now because people watch YouTube. So that is acting from the phenomenon. So I will divide business modeling in 4 categories.